HOA bans all pets and tries to seize my K9s. They didn't know I'm not in the HOA that I bought my 3 acres of land 20 years ago, long before the Whispering Pines subdivision was even a blueprint on a developer's desk. My property is a slice of freedom in a county that is rapidly turning into a suburban nightmare. I'm Marcus, a retired police K9 handler and a black man who just wants to live in peace with my 2 retired service dogs, Rex and Duke. They are German shepherds, highly trained, loyal, and gentler than most of the people who moved in next door. But to Susan, the new HOA president of Whispering Pines, they were monsters. Susan was a woman who lived her life in a state of perpetual fear and judgment. She moved into the subdivision 6 months ago and immediately campaigned for HOA president on a platform of safety and order. What she really meant was control and exclusion. She didn't like that my property bordered her precious community. She didn't like that I didn't mow my grass to golf course standards. And she absolutely hated that a black man owned 2 aggressive wolf dogs that she claimed were staring at her menacingly. The reality? Rex and Duke were usually sleeping on the porch. The trouble started when Susan passed a new, draconian bylaw, a complete ban on all pets in Whispering Pines. No dogs, no cats, no exceptions. She claimed it was for sanitation and noise control. The residents were up in arms, but Susan had stacked the board with her cronies. Then, the fine started rolling out. $2,000 for a first offense. Eviction of the pet for the second. It was madness. But I didn't care. I wasn't in the HOA. My deed is recorded separately. I am an island of sovereignty. Or so I thought. On a Tuesday morning, I found a bright orange envelope taped to my gate. Violation notice. Prohibited animals. Fine, $2,000. Immediate removal required. I laughed. I ripped it up. A week later, another one. Second notice. Fine doubled to $4,000. Animal control has been notified for seizure. Seizure? That woke me up. You don't threaten a man's dogs, especially not a handler's dogs. I waited for her. I knew she'd come. Susan showed up on Saturday, clipboard in hand, flanked by a skinny guy in an animal control uniform who looked like he regretted every life choice that led him there. I met them at the fence. Mr. Washington, Susan barked, not even attempting a greeting. You have ignored our citations. These beasts are banned. You have 1 hour to surrender them to Officer Tim here, or we will have the sheriff remove them by force. I looked at Tim. He looked at Rex and Duke, who were sitting at attention by my side, not making a sound. Susan, I said, my voice low and steady. I'm not in your HOA. Your bylaws don't apply to me. And these aren't pets. They are retired police officers. Susan rolled her eyes. Don't give me that. They are dangerous animals. And frankly, people like you. You don't know how to raise them properly. They're aggressive. They're a threat to our children. It fits the profile. There it was. The profile. She looked at me, a large black man, and saw a threat. She looked at my dogs and saw weapons. Get off my property, I said. Officer Tim, you know better than to try and seize federal service animals without a warrant. Tim nodded nervously. Ma'am, he's right. If they aren't on HOA land. They are on HOA land. Susan shrieked. His driveway connects to our street. That makes him ours. It's constructive annexation. I read about it. She was making up laws now. Grab them. She ordered Tim. I want them gone. They bark all night. They haven't barked once, I said. Unlike you. Susan snapped. She grabbed the gate latch. I am entering to abate a nuisance. I stepped forward. Rex stood up. He didn't growl. He just watched her. If you open that gate, I said, you are trespassing. And if you try to take my dogs, you are committing theft of government property. Rex here is a retired narcotics officer. Duke is patrol. They outrank you, Susan. She yanked the gate open. I am the president. She screamed. She marched onto my driveway. Rex barked. One single, thunderous bark. It was a warning. Susan froze. He attacked me. She wailed, stumbling back. He tried to kill me. Officer, shoot it. Shoot it now. Tim didn't move. But a sheriff's cruiser did. Deputy Miller pulled up, lights flashing. He'd heard the commotion. Miller got out, adjusting his belt. He looked at Susan, red-faced and screaming. He looked at me, calm with my dogs. He looked at Rex. Hey, Rex, Miller said softly. Rex wagged his tail. What's the problem, Marcus? Susan here is trespassing, I said. And she's attempting to steal my dogs based on a fake HOA fine. It's not fake. Susan yelled. We ban pets. He has to comply. He's bringing down the neighborhood. Miller turned to Susan. Ma'am, Marcus isn't in your HOA. We've been over this with your predecessor. And did you just order an animal control officer to seize retired K9s? They're dangerous. She insisted. Look at them. Look at him. It's a thug mentality. The silence that followed was deafening. Miller's face hardened. Ma'am, Marcus is a decorated veteran of this department. Those dogs have saved more lives than you've baked cookies. You are under arrest for criminal trespass and attempted larceny. Susan resisted. She screamed that she was the victim, that she was being targeted because she was a strong woman. She ended up in cuffs, sobbing in the back of Miller's cruiser. The aftermath was swift. I sued the HOA for harassment and emotional distress. The neighborhood, tired of Susan's tyranny and the no-pet rule, revolted. They used the lawsuit as leverage to vote out the entire board. The no-pet ban was repealed immediately. Susan had to sell her house to pay her legal fees. She moved to a condo complex that doesn't allow dogs. I hope she's happy there. As for me, I sit on my porch with Rex and Duke, watching the neighbors walk their dogs past my house. They wave. I wave back. Freedom tastes pretty good, especially when you have two good boys to share it with. Susan thought she could bully the whole neighborhood into giving up their pets. But she barked up the wrong tree when she came for a K9 handler. That I have a question for you guys. If an HOA tried to ban your pets and fine you $2,000, would you move or would you stay and fight like I did? Let me know in the comments below. If you loved seeing this dog-hating Karen get hauled away in cuffs, smash that like button and subscribe.